What's up, YouTube? Mr. LaMessi here, and today we're going to be jumping into part Nightmare of the martial arts Phoenix Strike Assassin. So remember, there's kind of two ways you can play this character. You can play like a Tiger Strike kicking, or you can play, honestly, a Phoenix Strike kicker if you wanted. Or you can play with the kind of the elemental claws, kind of a mix and match. There's multiple ways, but essentially you're kind of going Tiger Strike or you're going into the elementals are going to be the two things that you're really looking at. We're going to go more into the Phoenix Strike and the elemental side of it right now, and then we'll probably adjust some over here in a little bit. But let's jump on in. Let me again clear some text. Perfect. Let's jump on in. So our character is level 33. We had a great time crushing through. Not bad at all. Players. Let's go players 1 right now. And we want to actually jump over to a little bit of magic finding, I think. And this is because we have 2 claws here. But we don't have anything with cannot be frozen, and I would love to find Death's Sash. Additionally, we have Death's Hand, so that would be a fantastic combination together. But we can get there and see. Hi, Thanatos, how are you? And thank you, Rusty, for the sub there. So let's go ahead and start a cows. And this is actually a really nice thing, and I showed this in the last video. So this is part Nightmare, but obviously we're just a little bit before Nightmare. But I'll show it again right here. If you look at this and we say, okay, if I'm killing the Cow King, and this is just going to be 0 MF whatsoever. But if I'm killing the Cow King in normal and I'm looking for Death's Guard, which is the sash, 1 in 77 chance. That's with 0 magic find. Right? So even if we get like 50 magic find, it'd be 1 in 54. That's even less. But 1 in 77 with none on is actually super, super nice. And something we can do to help boost it up a tiny bit is come over here and just try and shop some boots with magic find. And if we wanted, even some gloves with magic find. Right, so you like literally you can go and shop magic find that quickly. You can look at, you know, just all the stuff, 5% on that. Right, we can also grab like a mechanic's armor, and it will not be better on players 3. I have 2 topaz right there. I have an actual topaz right here. So I mean, we can make a very simple, quick. I actually feel like I'd rather do a helm. Let's look around for a 2 open socket helm really fast. And this is the craziness. This is the crazy piece about this. Yeah, we got that topaz from Andariel, I think. And this is why it can be also nice just to hold some of those things over. You know, let's actually do this. I'm going to do it this way. We don't need the fire res at the moment. I'm going to go like this, and 5% whatever. This gives us 27% MF, which will help out an okay amount. It's kind of nice. Might use that a little bit later on. We'll sell that stuff later. And, oh, nice, Annie. We can go here and look to do some cows. And we actually have a really good portal here, as we are right next to the king. So this gives us kind of a couple options. Number 1, we can go around and just kill cows as well if we would like. Right? You can spend as much time doing all of that. I mean, you can see this character does pretty good on getting the cows, you know, knocking them down quickly and stuff. So she's pretty good in the area. But what you can also do is, especially if you're just trying to target farm something, just jump in and go for it again, right? And we can look and see how far it is to stones here. Are they right there? Or are they going to be over on that left side? They might actually be closer in on that left side. That's looking more likely. Wait, where's the stones? Does somebody remember? Are they way up here in this corner? It's a little unfortunate. So we actually could run for a better map for this if we wanted. Because that is a little bit far. So that's a little bit annoying. But you can very easily just do as such. Also feel free to just stock up on these. And come over and get the next kill. And rinse and repeat here. Wait, why am I level 35? I thought I was level 33. Alright, I think I said 33. So we'll do a few of these and see if we can, you know, press our luck. See how it goes. If you're on YouTube, feel free to skip ahead through some of this piece. If you would like. Or you can, of course, farm the Cow King next to you as well. Next to this as well. Really just kind of depends what you're feeling, you know. Oops. That was wrong. I can go for Rhyme, but I'll lose Dual Claw. I was thinking, you know, maybe we can run Dual Claw and get that there. It would be nice. Flawless Amethyst. Maybe. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. You know. Who knows? If we don't get to use Dual Claw, then we can easily just grab the Rhyme later and shift out of it, and that'll be totally fine. So, it's kind of, I'd like to do it because I think the Dual Claw explosion stuff can be really fun, really cool. But if it's not the case, it's not the case, you know? That's one of those, you can force it or not force it. It's kind of up to you. I think it'll just make for a really fun time with it to get it. And again, it's like 1 in probably 60 chance right now. Which maybe that sounds like a lot, but honestly, that's like in, you know, Tyro's Might, it's like 1 in 300,000 or something. It's so little chance. It's not even funny. I mean, you know, you can see right here how long it takes for each of these runs. And again, it's not even the best map because I'm a little far away from the Stony. So it does make me, you know, slightly as well want to like just reset the map. But we do have a good or a good cows here. Skull Cap. Not quite. Thank you, Wirt's third leg. If you only have normal, you're not going to have a way to reset the map. If you don't, then you can go to Nightmare difficulty and then go back and just do that. I think that's good NFL for sure. I had a lot of fun with that. You got Twitch from watching the YouTube? Well, hello. Welcome over. Hawkmail would be fantastic. Spirit Shroud would be great. I mean, literally anything that gives me that, right? But, yes, you wouldn't be able to do cows unless you killed Baal and had the opportunity to go to Nightmare, so it's actually kind of moot. You'll always have this option here. Okay, we'll do a couple more If it don't work, it don't work. It was okay, Rag. It was like decent, but not as good, I felt like, as like Baal runs. Like, I got a sub there, Nobby. Yeah, like I said, we did the terrorized cow level yesterday, and it was alright. I was expecting more experience, honestly, but wasn't quite there. But I mean, again, it still is like an S tier. But I do think Baal Waves had a better amount overall. I was gonna do the 8-man, but then we had issues. Rakinishu also drops Death Guard. What's his drop chance? With 27 MF. Do you know what VOD is the troll playthrough? It's like 2 years ago. You can type in Trolls of Destruction. Yeah, I've got some videos up on them. Okay, we'll try these 3 more. If it doesn't work here, we'll just go forward because we're gonna have plenty of farming to do in Nightmare as well. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, it got like glitchy and it posted for some reason. Ah, a rare sash. That's so upsetting. So close. This is players 1, because Rakinishu and Cow King shouldn't change based on player count. I'll eventually move back into my office. Akumamura, thank you. 1 in 700 chance for that. Yeah. Again, Cow King is 1 in like 55 chance or something insane. I mean, if we spend an hour or less here, we should be able to get it. There's the skull cap. But we won't. We'll just do this last one. If it works, it works. If not, we'll continue on into Nightmare. Spend an hour farming for an item used for an hour? No way, I would use that for the rest of the run. That plus the gloves? Oof, so good. They're 70 strength for those greaves. Alright, last one, let's get it. Darn. Okay, let's go to Nightmare. We gave it a shot. 9 to life on a small charm. We will keep that. Okay. Yeah, Death's Belt would have been so good. So now getting frozen does become more of a issue, right? It's one of the kind of sad pieces about it all. So you really need to find some sort of canopy frozen source, especially more as you continue forward. You can still see, I mean, right now, our damage, though, is very good. Nah, I still didn't get a beta invite. And we'll do the den for the plus to skills, because plus to skills, like we've shown on this build, are just so good. So required. Oh yeah, normal. I need to upload it soon, actually. The normal part normal. And we'll go back. Okay. And yeah, it's just... Oops. I'm actually going to go up to players 3. And honestly, we should maybe even go players 5. I'm going to go to players 5. Because we're just... I mean, again, this character is just looking so good. Her explosion is just a single tap kill. There's a white blade talon. So I'm going to actually grab this. Because again, if we go over to this right here and we look, blade talons are minus 20. And they're only 50-50 on strength and dexterity. And they can get 3 open sockets. So if I'm looking for a pattern, this is definitely within what I'm looking for. Again, this actual physical damage doesn't matter that much because we're doing our damage from the elemental for the most part, right? So if I go up to exceptional, like a greater talon would be great. I do get to minus 30. However, it's 79-79. So now I have to get a little bit, more strength and dexterity and whatever, right? So in greater claw is minus 20, but 76-76. So I really think the greater, blade talons are going to be probably one of the best things that we would grab, with the exception of maybe getting a greater talon later on and moving into that. So we'll just grab that white one right now, because again, later on we can, and you can see I have 2 blade talons I'm using right now just for that. But we can make ourselves the 3 open socket pattern. Right. To be very nice rune word for us. And I would love to, like I said, have made 2 of those. Or make a strength with one so we get that crushing blow. And making the strength is still probably something I'm going to want to do. Since having strength will give us crushing blow, which will just be useful for bosses. But when we really start to shift over into the Phoenix Strike portion of this build, that will play a significant part. Yep, new guided time. And I do have to kind of think a little bit about how I want to respec, because those points in like burst of speed, for instance, are actually really critical. And it's kind of unfortunate because, again, we have so many synergies that we need to invest in. It's kind of ridiculous how much we just don't get to invest in the synergies for this build. But again, that's okay. Den of Evil done. Get ourselves that. Another point to Phoenix Strike for the level up. And then here we have this extra point. And again, this is where we can start looking at something like Claws of Thunder. Or we can go over to this. It does give a little bit more attack speed. And we can actually take a look as well if the IS calc is properly up to date. So we say, okay, we're playing the assassin. We're not in werebear form. We're going to be doing, I mean, let's look. I guess we're doing claws right now. Dragon claw. And then I also just want to look at like a regular finish like dragon tail. So let's look at dragon claw and dragon tail. There's dragon claw. Primary weapon is a blade talon. Secondary weapon is blade talons. And burst of speed level 4. So we are right now on the 12 frames. If we go to 5, we're still going to be on 12 frames. It wouldn't be until 6 that we would actually get to the 11 frames. So that's good to note. Let's look at Dragon Tail. And there we can see at 5 would be fine. And even at 4, I believe. Yep, at 4 we're still hitting the 9. At 7, we hit the 8 on 30. So just good to play around with this stuff and just look and say, okay, where am I going to be hitting with, you know, a blade talent? All right, how about greater talons, right? Okay, we get the 8 frame on a 7 right there. Just stuff to, again, always be considering, playing around with. That's one of the annoying things I'll also say about the game, is just kind of having to deal with that. But we can go ahead and do this. And this is 80, and now it's 10201. So we can go ahead and start to boost up our lightning damage right there. And continue forward.
Hey, Mr. Llama.
Hey. And there's that unfortunate cold damage. That really sucks for us. Thank you, Infernal! Appreciate it. I just wanted to not be cold. We haven't jumped into all of the crowd control yet. That's kind of something for later, I feel like. And again, if you want to start getting into that, you totally can. What I would actually recommend right now is just doing this and starting to run rejuve potions. Thank you. Careful of the ghostly. Aye. And one of the nice things as well you can note is you can build up charges on stuff that aren't like the harder to kill things, right? So you can build charges up on regular random stuff, even like tentacles when you're fighting Baal. And then when you actually go for the killing blow on Baal, you know, you drop like the charges on him, then you go rinse and repeat, go back, blah, blah, blah. Things are great, United. We'll leave him alone for now. Again, that'll be kind of Respec territory that we start to do more over there. Oh no, it was that way. Oh, thanks, Rage. Yeah, so again, we're gonna start aiming for Rhyme Shield. If we don't stumble across something really nice with Cannot Be Frozen, Death Sash would be my favorite. But if we don't stumble into that, then we'll be going for Rhyme Shield. And you can see our resistances are pretty bad right now as well. But the good news is this is still players 5, and we're 36, almost 37, and we're really able to still crush things. So it does give us the opportunity later on to really kind of adjust as we want, right? We can always drop that difficulty down. Yeah, the Death Sash combo with gloves is one of the best combos in the game, honestly. And like we said, it really wouldn't take crazy long. We could probably get it in an hour or so with normal cows, which is really nice. Don't have Cobra Strike? I've got Cobra Strike. The thing is, yes, we've got the Cobra Strike, but it's not going to really add a ton, I feel like. You know, because we're really not doing a ton of physical damage. So it's not really worth building up all the charges for it. If we were aiming for more physical damage, then you know, that starts to become more of a thing you're looking at. Yeah, and the beauty is now with D2R, you can actually upgrade sets. So that's a really nice bonus that you get right there. We'll go Phoenix Strike again. Yeah, it just doesn't steal enough life back. Like, using a potion just isn't that bad, you know? And you really don't get much life back from using Cobra Strike right now, even if you build up all the charges. And again, that's just because my physical damage overall is low, you know? This isn't a physical damage build. Am I all set for ladder? I am ready. Ready to roll with it. Oh, are we going the wrong way? Feels like it, doesn't it? Maybe this is it. Okay, good. I'm using mostly fire damage at this point. Again, there is... Whenever we're kind of ready here, we'll shift over into Phoenix Strike as our main attack. But we'll need to do some adjustments on all of our skills for that. But the fire from Fist is really nice. You get that extra burn. So... it's hard to want to go away from it. Is the stream dropping for anyone else? So Twitch has been having a lot of issues today. I couldn't go live for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours or something. Neither could a bunch of other streamers. So it might be a little weird for some people. Alright, so it's that time again. We're in the Black Marsh. You know what that means. It means time to use your Twitch Prime subscription. You only get one every month, but you have to renew it. Okay. What it actually means is it's time to farm the tower again. Time for some tower farming. We'll avoid the archers. AWS outage? Okay. Thoughts on terror zones? I wish they were harder, but other than that, cool idea. Now, archers in here have just an implicit of they can just deal cold damage. So that's just something that sometimes they'll hit you with cold damage, even if they're not like cold enchanted or you know, unique or anything like that. So that's something to watch for. And that's also why Cannot Be Frozen again starts to become more and more important. If you want to go and start kind of like farming bosses more as you're down here and stuff, you can run around and look for those. Remember, generally you're going to have, you know, in Nightmare you'll start to get like a couple boss groups usually. But kind of personal preference, I feel like. If you just want to rush forward to the runes, that also works. And we do actually have pretty good level right now, so rushing forward to the runes is probably not a bad idea. But we'll get a little bit of experience. And then we have another guaranteed boss group down here. Hopefully not archers. Cool. And always be really looking for if your burst of speed wears off. That's such a big factor in determining like if you're gonna get a good hit or not. We're gonna play more videos of Furs 1ist builds. Maybe. Everybody was complaining about them because they were like, that's not actually 1ist, you just have people giving you stuff. And it's like I was speeding it up, but it was 1ist worth of value.
If you get rushed to hell and do terror zones in normal, how is the XP? Good levying?
They go up to level 40 something, so it'll be decent. But remember, it's your level plus 2, so if you do a terror zone at level 1 and it's a level 3, it's like, okay, you know, probably be worth more to just go to Chaos Sanctuary, right? In hell. Ooh, a Thul rune, nice. We already had one, so. Okay, so our main look here is we would love a Shale rune. Also, a Partisan is actually worth picking up and checking for 2 open sockets, because we could get our Mercenary kind of rocking again and have him roll around with that strength if we wanted. And especially if we get a second strength, then we could make one for ourselves and one for him. We can see how it is. But again, we're always just looking for more damage for, you know, Mercenary. And Fire Enchanted. Right now, we will just leave him. And that's always your own call, right? Some monsters, they're just, you know, okay. It's gonna take a little bit to kill. I mean, she's gonna take a little bit to kill. She's Fire Enchanted. So, you know, we'll go work on her instead. But not too bad. Let the Phoenix Strike go. And a Tau rune. So not amazing, but that's okay. That was players 5. Ah, you're right. I forgot to switch to players 1. Good call. We can also get back our Mercenary. And I'm going to, I said, give him, let's drop those boots for now. What helmet is he wearing? That's okay. I'm actually going to give him this bone helm. It's got 24 light res and 2 open sockets on it, which is just going to be super nice. And I can put in like a Thul rune and a Rao rune or something and give him a lot more resistance. Kind of help him survive there a little bit better. Were there rare hatchet hands I missed? Darn. That's also okay, because hatchet hands are going to be a little bit iffy. We could also, if we want, look for a wand with lower resist, which can just be really helpful for like bosses and stuff later on. So you can shop this at Kara here. You can shop it at Ormus. It's level 36 required. You can see I'm level 38. So I need to just kind of go back and forth with it. But if we can find it here, it usually doesn't take too many shops to get one. That is another fantastic thing, like I said, just for kind of like bosses and stuff. Ancients, just anything where, yeah, we can have our crushing blow for some of the damage, but this is just going to be a lot more. Getting all of the elemental damage to hit harder. And we're not even using our teleport staff that much, so it's also one of those things where I feel like you could put this on your offhand and just swap your teleport into your stash or something. And then you can run around and use this a lot more. And then just save up some Ort runes for it. Tiger Strike. Boost Elemental? What are you talking about? Omega Strikers, what's that? Can you ask that question again about the farming blizzard? Mephisto? I missed it. Bone Spirit. You just can't get the lower res charges. Oh, like SCV Soccer? I love SCV Soccer. Sacrifice, attract. Getting super unlucky. Yes. Attract, Poison Nova, whatever. Alright, we'll get it later. I don't know where it all is. Drognin is a slightly easier shop, so we'll do Drognin and continue going. Okay. I just wanted a wand that had +2, whatever you call it. +2 lower resist charges. Bye-bye, Mercenary. He's gonna struggle a little bit on players 5, so... Also, he's going to be a little under-leveled because we didn't have him for the latest piece. So that'll definitely be something we'll look back at getting our mercenary in Act 2. Because then we can get another mercenary with Holy Freeze, which will help his survivability and ours, which will be super nice. And we actually have a level up here as well. We'll put that, and we'll go into another point in Phoenix Strike. Guess what today is? Hump Day? My birthday? That's right. Again and again. Alright, you want me to do Tiger Strike? And then Phoenix Strike? Yeah, I don't think that multiplies it. If anybody's got any evidence of that, I would love to see it. You're having a hurricane watching stream? Nice. Yeah, it's wild, man. I was watching some footage on it. It's blowing hard. Okay, another point in Phoenix Strike. Okay. So when you say go to this, that's a very tiny increase from what it's showing, but it's not actually, yeah, no. That's only adding the physical damage itself on the character screen, so it's not adding to the actual damage in like upgrading that. It's just saying, okay, well, now you also have, you know, a little bit of physical damage, so that's getting boosted. Gold, 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 gold. Yes, P1 for Countess. Very important. Otherwise, you're pretty much gonna get one. So we go players 1. Nah, the cold damage is so annoying. So, things that we would like down here. Number 1, we want Ort plus Soul Rune. This will be a Lore Helm, which gives us +1 to skills. And well, as you know, +1 to skills is good for us because we are using a lot of skills with this build. Nephrune. Terrible drops. We also want a Shale Rune so that we don't have to worry about getting into all the issues. That's gross. You don't have to worry about getting into all the issues with getting frozen. So Shale Eth for Rhyme, Ort Soul, and we have an Amrune. If you don't have an Amrune, getting an Amrune could be not bad. So you can have Am Tier for strength. Which again can also just be nice for a mercenary, right? Also is decent there. So I am going to try and just hurry my way down to the basement. And go for this. Perfect. So, just nice and easy. And again, farming is, you know, very natural in guided playthroughs. When you're playing and you don't have the access of all of the nice stuff on your character, sometimes you want to farm a little bit of it. And this farming right here, again, is going to do a lot for us because this is going to do stuff like get us...
Hi, Llama. I literally learned how to play from you.
Aw, hello. Thanks, Rotten Luck. I died. Oh, it's a dual enchant. They didn't fix that quite yet. That's annoying. I was looking over. Rotten Luck. You killed me. Look away for one tiny second. Okay, we'll trash that. Trash that. That's just rotten luck. It's all good. Good experience anyways, right? Thank you for the sub. Yeah, so we'll just rush down again and do some kills. It was probably just a Neff rune. Don't worry about it. Really likes that conviction ore, don't it?
Looking forward to the new ladder. Reminder to use the Prime subs.
Aw, Snow, thank you very much. Appreciate that. Ow. I hate being cold. Oh yeah, I also have terrible resistances, which is not helping. So do be careful if your resistances are very bad. Okay. Am Hell Rune is your favorite build in the game. It's a good one. And that gives us another Am tier, so we can make the strength there for a mercenary. Again, we'll kind of go back for the mercenary in later on. And later on. Can never have too many hell runes. That's true. Can always come in handy. I don't know if we'll be able to do the one shot on her, unfortunately. Could steal Asab's helm for the res. I mean, I have. Oh yeah, I could get my fire res back. Asab's helm is nice and will be a good resistance helm. As again, we can kind of try res it up, which is solid. But it's also, you know, it's okay. We're gonna get a brand soon and a rhyme soon, and with those two, that's what, 40 all resist added, which gets us into the positives. And then, you know, we just have other gear that we can upgrade. We can get some good boots with resistance as well. And we'll be kicking. Ugh! That lightning enchant is a bad combo. I don't like it. Ow. Nothing? No runes? What is this? Sorry, pattern, not brand. We're getting ripped. 15 poison with 7 light res. I'm gonna drop that charm and add it there. I'm just playing single player, so the map doesn't reset. I really want some boots with fast run walk, and we actually can go shop some as well. Thank you, Shane. Getting some boots with faster run walk plus like 30, you know, like 37 fire res and faster run walk. That would be like my ideal right now, I would say. So I'm hoping we walk into something like that. Ooh. I guess I'll kill him. Why not? Ladder is coming soon, October 6th. Party for train before ladder. Nadeem have stream right now. What do you mean? Oh, yeah, because Twitch was acting up, I wasn't sure when it was going to be fixed, so I dropped from the 8-man today. Okay, another level up. You know where the points go. Phoenix Strike and more vitality. Nice and easy. Hello, Hanger. A lot of new chatters here today. Don't forget to press that follow button if you're enjoying the stream. You want some more? And you can enable notifications as well, if that's your scene. Ort Am, okay, getting us a little closer. Getting us a little bit closer here. Oh. Is it worth upping a character now in ladder or wait for the new season? What do you mean by upping a character? Did we get... I don't know if Rag paid for that one, or he's the one who wanted it, I think, right? I don't know if anybody did. I'd have to go double check and think it back. I'll have to ask him, because I actually forget. When does this build start to pop off? I mean, I feel like the build is already popping off. Jason, thank you. Like, all through normal it popped off pretty well. It can kill things on like players 5, 6, 7. Like, to me, it already kind of pops off. The big thing is we're not doing a ton of Phoenix Strike right now. So if you're saying like, when does it get more into Phoenix Strike? That's kind of going to be personal preference. Again, fire is doing really well down here for me. So I kind of shift over when it starts to feel like we need it. It's usually going to be my thoughts for that, you know. But getting these pieces will definitely help. Getting a lore, getting ourselves, you know, a pattern, a rhyme, whatever stuff. Just getting some basic things there will be helpful for this build. Tal Dole. Alright. So I'm gonna drop the wrist blade, drop the... maybe I'll keep the cestus, because I actually don't have another 2-open socket at the moment. And that can make our strength later. We've got the blade talons, we'll keep that. We don't need all of these jewels, just a couple. Drop that. And we can put those over there for now. Yeah, when we go to rhyme, then we'll move into dragon tail probably, and have that be kind of our fire kick. 26 fire res is potential, because this is, you know, a little bit less, but also gives us a little attack rating and stuff. So we'll go ahead and hold on like this. I'll get rid of that small charm. Perfect. But yeah, with rhyme, we'll just have to swap into a single Phoenix striking hit. But that'll be okay. Again, I don't really mind, you know, where we're at. Is this gonna be a vid? Yes. I've got those blade talons that dropped here, so they're going to get 3 open sockets. And also for people that are, you know, playing, remember that you won't always be 100% certain the number of sockets unless you know the eye level, right? So that's important to note, is where did it drop? So if it dropped in Nightmare, like a claw like that, that'll get it. But some things that drop really like early on in the game, if you get a claw in like Act 1 normal, it's not going to get 3 open sockets. Voidinator, thank you. So that's where you want to make sure, you know, and there's a table where you can check that. It is gonna be right here. So you can look and you can see eye level 1 to 25, 26 to 40, and 41 plus, and how many sockets every item in the game will give you from this. So you can see like Feral Claws only have 2 open sockets if it's below eye level of 26, right? So if it's 21 to 25, it only gets 2 open socket. So just go and check sockets out for that stuff. Some blue greater claws. We can at least take a look. 10 IAS, 1 to weapon block. It's kind of fun, actually. But again, 76, 76. I don't know if I really feel like going up to that. If we got some like Bartooks or something, you know, I'd consider raising up requirements for those. Tier Ral. Man, we really are just getting complete trash for runes here, aren't we? Oops, I reset the map. Really striking out on the runes. Which happens sometimes. We'll see what map we have here. But it's also one of those where you have to just say, okay, like, you know, I'm not getting the runes exactly, but I am getting experience still. Which is still very good, again, for a character as such. So, and also, we need these runes to really start to kind of move forward. Can we technically move forward without them? Yes, I'm going to reset the map. I don't like that corner there. But without having Rhyme, it's definitely just going to continue to start to pile up and get worse. Simply because without Rhyme, we're going to constantly be getting frozen in different spots in the game. And that's just going to start to get messy. I do think we could still play, you know, probably through a lot of Nightmare and just have to deal with it as like an unfortunate thing. But we could still be okay. But if we went beyond that, that's a river map. We don't want that. I think it would be, you know, pretty silly to try and do much with it. So whenever I reset the map, which I'm not like super angry about the map reset because we didn't have a great map. While it was close to the tower, it was also really bad in that it was very annoying to like all the map levels were pretty long, I would say. Okay, this is another bad map with a river. Unfortunate. Hopefully we find a tower soon here. That's actually not bad. Just gonna run around close by. Oop, cursed. No. That's okay. I don't see the tower down here. Very unfortunate. Because, yeah, this is really kind of the point where we're starting to change our build over into the Phoenix Strike, right? Once we drop our dual claws, that's going to really drop us off of building up, you know, all these other charges as quickly. We're going to be focusing more on the quick builds for the Phoenix Strike and going along with that. So another river map. It's just garbage all around, isn't it? Wow. Okay, I'm gonna at least go forward and get this waypoint. Oh wait, that's dark wood. Never mind. Unfortunate. Hello. Oh, they're ethereal though. Wow. We find Inferno Strides, which would be amazing. 30 fire res, 20 faster run walk, 10 max fire res, plus some other stuff. And honestly, the chance for Blaze is super nice because Blaze actually makes you faster now in the game. And then they have 7 durability. And will break shortly. Man, those are so good. It's such nice boots that we just are failing on. Okay, I don't see any towers yet. Maybe it's on this east side. Come on. No, another faraway tower. Where's the close towers, man? YouTube's like, fast forward, fast forward. It's been a lot of fast forwarding on this one. I apologize. Sometimes that's just how it goes. You know, there's certain things that you kind of need, right? But can't always get what you want immediately. At this point, I'm like, just let me find any tower. My goodness. There's not a tower anywhere close. It's like amazing how far away it is. Okay, let's go this way and see. No, that'll dead end as well. Wow. Diablo 2 has just forgotten that a tower exists, I think. I do have a video with my key bindings and just kind of like key bindings in general. Should be on mrlegacy.com. Okay. I mean, again, we're getting a little bit of experience. But also, where's the tower at? It's not like I'm looking for a Shaco or something. I'm looking for a giant structure. Hello.
Join my army of the dead.
They should add a recipe to split runes.
You'd have to just like drop it 1-to-1 or something. Forget about finding Ort rune or Soul rune. I just want to find the tower. It's like our 15th map. Every single tower has rolled on the complete opposite side, I guess. Alright, there is a tower. We also have a gem shrine. So let's make a flawless or a perfect ruby. Remember, you can always just grab one gem and put it in your inventory, and that's the one that will get upgraded on a gem shrine. Fun little tip. For sure. This one, like I say, has slowed down some just from unfortunate. That's how it goes sometimes. Shale rune, let's go. That's what we like to see, baby. Countess? No. Gotta get it from the random place. And a mace if we wanted a little crushing blow action there. Which actually, you can use Phoenix Strike with a mace. I'm not mistaken, right? I think any weapon can use Phoenix Strike. So if we really wanted, we could put it on. It'd be a little slower, but still be good for later if we don't want to use the strength in a claw, which again would probably be the better, but also you get more crushing blow here. 33, 50% fire res is nice. More stats, same and same. Y'all know how it goes. Amral, again, cannot get but we have, how many Amarins do we have actually? We should have a lot. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we could make a soul rune and then also do a strength. So we'll do this, a chipped amethyst. Oops. Make a soul rune. And then we can have Ort Soul for later. I'll trash that. I'll put that there. Those aren't bad, but we have better. Trash that. And I guess it's probably time to start morphing up these. So again, similar idea. In that we can cube these together here, and these will just be helpful for later on. fantastic for hell purposes. And gives us a little bit more space. Okay. I can keep the boots for now. I mean, it's trash. This is also a place, especially at level 41, where we can start to shop boots. We could go for like some 30 faster run walks. That'll be something probably a little bit later that we're going to be aiming for. But you can look at all sorts of stuff, you know. Oh, there's 19 fire res boots, 21 MF gloves, right? So if you want to start like stocking up magic find stuff, you can do that like that. But Act 2 is where I'm actually going to go for new boots. And so now we have Shale, Eth, and Ortsol. And I'm going to go get the next waypoint. And then once I do that, of course it's the Darkwood. Once we get the next waypoint, we will go back and respec and shift into Phoenix Strike overall. Nice and easy. I'm really sad these Inferno Strides rolled Eth, man. Again, getting blazed is like so nice in this game. Cause look at that. Look at how fast I run when I'm blazed. My goodness, it's so nice.
Such corruption in this place.
I miss it. Zoom zoom. Nice rare amulet. Maybe it'll give us some assassin skills. Martial arts or something. That'd be super nice. Nice and easy. You're gonna play a Blaze Source after work as well? Nice. You taking this to hell? You know it. Something like that? Okay. What happened with the decoded message? It was cool, but I don't think it actually leads to anything that we care about as non-lore stream. It seems like it's all lore. Thanks, Ladry. I'm like, forget the lore. I want to solve some big puzzle and it lead to some new unknown zone in the game. That's what LUM RPG is going to be all about. I'm just going to have crazy, wacky puzzles that'll be really hard to solve. And when you unlock it, it opens a new zone. Ooh, crown. Not really great, but still fun. Not just softcore guy to play through. Llama RPG lore is like, you're a llama. What more do you need? That's the lore. Get out of here. Jeez. Quit asking questions. Rare ring, rare amulet. Let's see. 26 fire res, 16 cold res. Pretty ballin'. Ah! Dude, the cold skills. Dang, that could have been so good. Still, 38 fire res is going to be better than what we currently have. So it is an upgrade. as is this, because we need resistances way more. And that is 42 resistance, which is really awesome. So now we're getting our resistances much better, which is good. Oh yeah, we need to go back to normal. So let's go back to normal really fast. And we want a 2 open socket helmet. Just a gray one will work. I need ID scrolls. Okay, you can actually come over here and sell the book. It'll auto refill to 20. 2 open socket. Remember, make sure it's gray, not blue. I don't care about the defense. That's not important. And then Ort Soul makes a lore. Again, we get 30 resist, which is nice. 10 energy is nice. The DR and mana per kill, also nice. But 1 to all skills is really kind of the huge part of that. Honestly, we can trash that. Really nice. And again, every time we're boosting up that skill, that's helping even more with all of our skills. All of these things are burst of speed, everything like that. I was gonna, but Twitch was having issues, and so then it was like, I didn't know when they were gonna stop having issues. Now we're gonna look for a 2 open socket bone shield. We can just shop one right here. Remember, only normal act 1 and 2 can you shop for gray items. A little, or white items. A little bit in act 3 normal if you're not like too high of a level. Okay, 2 open sockets, perfect. Where'd you farm for soul and normal? I wouldn't. You can find it at like cows. So if you really want to, you can do that, but it's better to just get it at Nightmare. And then Shale and Eth will make a Rhyme Shield, which again has some nice things. All res 25, block rate, MF and gold, all very good, but cannot be frozen. Super important, super necessary, so we're gonna want that. And now you can compare these and look. This is 16 attack rating. This is 36 attack rating. So I'm going to go with this Blade Talon for now. Actually, do we have everything we need for pattern? I think we don't, because we need another Ort. Tal Ort Thol. Ral. Oh, I do have another Ort. Okay. So we do have that. So let's go ahead and actually make ourselves in these Blade Talons right here. Let's go socket them. These get 3 open sockets. And then Tal Ort Thol makes pattern, which gives 10% bonus attack rating, which is nice. 30% faster block rate would be nice. I mean, it's still nice, but especially with like dual. A little bit of damage all around, 6 strength dexterity, and 15 to all res. So honestly, they're just like a decent all around for this area, this level, a decent all around claw. We can save that in case we come across like a Death's Belt or something. But even now we've got 25 MF, and then 35, 36, 46, 56, 57. If we went and did normal cows on like this right here, you know, I don't know exactly where it is or anything, it would be, oh, that's a pretty good, with this MF, probably like 1 in 50 chance. Might be even better than that. I'm just gonna do 1 quickie because we're gonna come over here anyways. Let's see what happens. It's a pretty good Stony Field setup. Let's see where the Cow King is. Okay, we got our blaze on. Look how fast we are with blaze. Is it over here? There it is. Death Sash. Darn. It's worth a shot. Okay, let's go back and respec. Death Sash would be so nice. All right, so respec time. First things first, we can look and see kind of strength and dex. And then additionally, whenever you're looking at strength and dex, look around at your other gear and what it's providing. So I'm getting 6 dexterity here, 2 dexterity here. We can actually see I have +8 dex. I have 2 strength, 3 strength, 4 strength right there. So I actually want to kind of get my strength up to that 54 because this, and this are interchangeable, right? I may be dropping some of these pieces. As for dexterity, I'm probably not dropping stealth. This ring could be dropped a little bit later on, but I also, you know, want to note like, okay, and again, this is giving a little more, like maybe I do find something right there. So I'm going to get myself close enough. We're going to go to 55 on it there. And that puts us close enough where if we do need to swap this out for Spirit Shroud and whatever stuff, then we can make those things, make those changes, and the rest into Vitality. Now, over here, we're going to get 1 into Mind Blast, which is very nice. 1 to Cloak of Shadows there. And then Burst of Speed. I probably do want to get a couple points. And again, this is where we can actually take a look. Because we have 20 IS right now. There's nothing provided by this. So let's go ahead and pull over that calculator. And say an assassin using Dragon Tail with Blade Talons. So if Burst of Speed is 7, I would need 8. Or 30 IS, which I don't have. Let's say if Burst of Speed is 4, then that gets me to 9. Right? So at this point, I just need a Burst of Speed of 4 to get where 20 IS will give me 9 frames per attack. So let's go ahead and get to Burst of Speed of 4. And now we can look at how we're going to build into all of this. We're going to max out Phoenix Strike, of course. I do think I want to go for Dragon Tail overall as my finishing move. Just for the explosion from the kick, which is really nice. And that does pair well with Tiger Strike nicely, but not as much here, but that's okay. We can figure it out and adjust as we need. And then here we can start to take a look at the damage and what, you know, we're going to be getting for each upgrade, right? So it's 10% fire, 13% light, and 10% cold. And I would say the light and cold are going to be kind of more important pieces. Again, the meteor kind of takes a while to hit off. So, you know, I don't know if we're really going to be doing that. So we can look and see, okay, another point here, 100 to 120, 109 to 130. Like, upping Blades of Ice definitely does seem kind of nice because the Chaos Ice Bolt damage can be very solid right there. I also like putting some points into Claws of Thunder and just getting this way up. 2 to 824 is looking pretty good. Again, the fire, I'm going to kind of opt out of pumping for that right there. And we can just kind of go this. And honestly, we could use Dragon Tail for our fire damage as well, as that just does have a nice little explosion to it. Yeah, so Claws of Thunder is definitely a decent skill overall. I mean, they're both good, but I feel like this is a nice little combination. And I'm kind of playing around. And I have another respec as well, my normal Nightmare in Hell respecs. So I'm going to play around with this one and see how this one goes. And then we can adjust if we feel like we need to adjust. And we will do B for that, D for that. And again, this is also where I love having like Mind Blast and stuff, because this is where we really get a lot of that crowd control, right? This is where you can say, all right, I'm in a tricky situation, whatever it is. Knock them back, get them kind of stunned, then hit them, right? And let's put Dragon Tail. And we can switch scenes back. Yeah, so we've put Dragon Tail on right there for our finisher. But it gives us that. It also gives us Cloak of Shadows, which can just be a helpful thing if we're feeling like we're in trouble. And I do sadly kind of miss the whatchamacallit, the dual claw, because getting again both of those procs off was just like super nice. But it is what it is. We need Cannot Be Frozen. And also you can look at our resistances now and see that we're doing a lot better with our resistances. Wow, a steel driver. That's fun. I love this weapon so much. Such a fun one for like a Fury Druid or something. And this also is the case of we do have Blades of Ice and we do have Claws of Thunder. And so I'm actually gonna set let's do G and C. So you actually can again build up all that you would like, right? And you can get yourself wrapping around with a lot of charges. So then you can just go unload all sorts of charges on dudes, which is really fun. So this build, again, really just has a lot of fun to it, I feel like. And as well, if you're looking for somewhere to start like farming, I would say Nightmare and Andariel is really kind of the first place that I would start farming for, you know, just like farming the bosses over and over. The normal bosses, unless you're doing something specific like Cow King, are like okay, but I feel like this one just has so much more benefit to it. And once you get to like nightmare bosses. Yeah, we have pattern on our hand. It's a new rune word there for use. And also one of the benefits here you can see is the Chaos Bolt has the freezing effect, so it can be very nice just for helping out there. And again, we're just gonna put into Phoenix Strike, just looking to bump up that damage even further. So if, for instance, you do really want to farm right Andariel, you're like normal Andariel or Nightmare Andariel is gonna be my spot. You can totally do that. We'll build up some light damage there. But you can do that, and you can come over and get the waypoint, and it looks like our waypoint is gonna be way up here, actually. Wait, where's the waypoint at? Oh, I'm on level 3. Oh, oops, sorry. I didn't realize I went through level 2 so quickly. Alright, well, you get it on level 2. Y'all know how that works. You know how waypoints are. I'm just farming more experience. Level 3 waypoint. What a cheater! Ignore. Giant Thresher, probably. I like that a lot. And I am excited to see if we can get our mercenary to stick alive with us. And I think we'll be able to, because one thing to note is we have a lot of crowd control again on this build, which is very helpful. Whether it's our freeze, it'll be his holy bolt, our ability to convert and kill. I have a lot of things that can give us some options there. So okay, let's go unload on Andy. And this is why also it's kind of like the rainbow build. You just get all your little spinnies all over. Just a lot of fun. And yeah, we also have Cloak of Shadows and everything. I mean, really, a lot of stuff. So many things. Okay, I'll grab all those. Grab the large charm. And just like that, nice and easy. Congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. You've just beaten Nightmare Act 1. You're looking great. Level 42. We're flying through. We got ourselves a meat scraper, which again, actually pretty nice for the mercenary, because 30 IAS plus 10 lifesteal, open wounds, and some MF. So, you know, hard to argue. Hard to argue against that. Poison res 15. Man, I wish I was any other resistance, really. Let's go ahead and get our mercenary alive, and let's drop his stuff. And let's hire a Holy Freeze mercenary. How about Emilio? Emilio, there's a meat scraper for you. There's that and that. And we can look and see his resistances. It looks like his cold and fire are a little low. So we can look and see, do we have a spare Rao rune? We do. We have a spare Thol rune. Yeah, we can use it. We can always go get another one if we get another thing. So I'm going to make this helm cold, light, fire, and now you can see his resistances are near maxed. Much better for him right there. It's looking really good. Inappropriate Bear, thank you very much for this. What a name. And so now he has a little bit going on for him here. And once he gets his aura active, which sometimes it could take a tiny bit for mercenaries to get their aura active. They have to like get a hit off or two, usually. There you go. Now we get my cold plus his. And, I mean, this build feels like it's starting to really rock, doesn't it? That's also a good map to shop for a lower resist wand. You are very correct in that. Can go down into the Stony Tomb. Let's go to players 5. I wanna get nasty in here. Freeze him up. And that lifesteal, again, is so big for the mercenary. That's going to allow him to really stay alive a lot more. You could, I mean, again, just making different, like, rune words, whatever you can kind of make for him, can be really nice. Why Stony Tomb? There's a lot of experience down in the Stony Tomb. as you have both of those guaranteed bosses. You have the creeper and then the whatever other one. So just for going leveling a little bit is why I'm kind of having some fun with this down here. I've got pattern. Okay, so we'll go up towards Mr. Creeper. Emilio! That poison, I think, is doing a number on him. Yes, Tiger is great, but we're having fun with this one, so. Beautiful. And again, that's players 5. Another point in Phoenix Strike, more vitality. There's our second guaranteed boss. Beautiful. Okay. A fine grand charm of life. Honestly, level 16 required. Not bad. So we get the 17 life and the 25 AR, and the 4 max damage does, you know, a tiny bit. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at what we have. This adds cold damage, so I no longer need this charm adding cold damage. Which means we can now run as such. And head on out. We take those. Yep. Because the AR boost is definitely, you know, one of the things that we are going to have to be kind of concerned about a little bit later. Right, just attack rating in general is always a difficulty, even though we're level 43 and doing everything we can to, you know, make sure that we're ahead of on levels. You still just run into the issues of it not being enough. Yeah, we can do some Radamant. I mean, that'll probably be really nice for us. As we do want every skill point we can possibly get on this character. Because again, every skill point is a lot more damage for us. And just leveling on players 5, you know. And you do want to level on the odds. I mean, you don't have to. But every time that you up the odds, by that I mean like players 1, 3, 5, 7, that's where more drops happen. 2, 4, 6, and 8 does not increase the number of drops from monsters. Only 1, 3, 5, and 7 do. So, just something to note. And we'll do that. Your favorite llama? How many llamas do you know? I appreciate it either way. The booties were supposed to break. They're at 5 out of 7. They're gonna break. It's just, you know, they're holding out for a little bit right now. Now, the nice thing is some ethereal items actually do last for a while. So, you know, these ones, again, at 5 durability, they're not going to last very long. But if you've got some like 30, 40 durability ethereal items, honestly, you can get some pretty good value out of it. A lot of people think they're instant trash, and it's like, yeah, eventually they'll be trash, but for the time being, you could probably play through the whole game with that before it starts to really break. Your Eth Wartravs died? Oh, that's sad. There you are, mercenary. And again, another really fun thing about this build is that it does have the ability to really kill everything because you are doing all different damage types, right? So it can take a little bit of time, but you're not going to have the issue of, oh, well, they're immune, and so I have no chance. You know. Which now with the Sunder Charms, you know, you wouldn't have to deal with as much. But again, this is a playthrough, right? You're not going to have Sunder Charms and be able to use Sunder Charms during these times, so. Shouldn't matter anyways. You love the Proxin? Proxin's super fun. Every time you find good chance cards, they're at. It's unfortunate. Nice and easy. And again, the beauty from the Chaos Ice Bolt there is you get the freeze as well, and it just does so much. It's just so nice. Right. Sunder Charms will break the game in that they'll break the end game. But anybody who thinks it's breaking your playthrough of the game, it has zero effect there. I don't think we know if they're a hell drop only or not, but they are level, what, 70 required to use? So, probably. Wolf Druid would be a good early ladder Trav runner. I don't know if it'd be a great early ladder Trav runner. I feel like you're gonna run into issues with it, personally. Vitality from the last tree. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's any, like, thing that it can do to make it viable for it. But just probably just not a good one for it. Okay, we got another gem shrine. So we go back and get another gem. Perfect amethyst. This build wouldn't... I mean, you could use Sunder Charms in this build later on if you wanted to like really break extra immunities and stuff. So probably, and you could use, you know, 3 Sunder Charms or something and be kind of more glass cannon with that, but have some crazy fun, I guess. Come on. Oh, I'm out of mana. And it's all health potions. But at the very least, I'd say you'd probably be using like a... I mean, if you have Conviction coming, then... Okay. This is silly. Then you're breaking light immunes already, probably. But again, it's worth more if you do it the other way and blah, blah, blah. So, it's like, I feel like you could just break a lot of the immunities and just have a great time. Yeah, I mean, Insight would also be really nice and do fabulous for the mercenary. So for everybody who's, you know, trying to think of what's a good weapon I can get my mercenary here, I didn't find that axe. Getting him Insight is actually going to be even better than this axe. You just have to find a 4 open socket weapon. I like, you know, you can find one that just will always roll 4 open sockets there from like normal cows. Or you can find an exceptional base somewhere. Go find an exceptional base from like LK, you know, run around there and find it. Another point in Phoenix Strike, more vitality. My mom said I look great. Ooh, immune to cold and lightning. That one will take a little bit. I'm trying to kill some stuff out here, I guess. Okay, good enough. Good enough. Sorry you're late. Oh, good, I forgive you. Let's go find the maggot lair. Yeah, I would consider running Infinity plus 3 different Sunder Charms with this character. And just letting it try and like pop off from that. Because then you're bringing the resistances down. Plus you've already got resistance stuff brought down from it. I think you could have a lot of fun with that. You want to be my friendo? You are my friendo. Now, will that hurt your resistances? Yes, but I think it would be fun still. Anybody see the hole? I'm just not good at finding it. There it is.
How long will the level 99 grind take on Llama RPG?
So I think I'm not going to actually cap it. I think I'm just going to make it kind of like a linear, you know, it gets harder and harder as you go up. It'll probably be, though, I'm guessing that you'll kind of start topping out around 200. That's where I'm kind of trying to get it balanced around more. So I'd like that to be a few hundred hours, probably get around there. Not at all, hates. Come on, Emilio. Do I enjoy first-person shooters? Sure, I'm just not great at them, but, you know, I always like sitting down with my friends and, like, playing Halo and whatever stuff. Alright, let's just go this way. One character be able to multi-class job, etc., or is it one role and that's it? You're gonna have... You'll be able to, like, do multiple things with one character. So you may want to build different characters to try out different builds and different experiences and whatever stuff, but... But leveling crazy high, you know, I want to definitely give you some, like, power to it. But also not so much that you never feel like you can make another character, you know. Okay, Evo. One time, it slips out of my hand. Yeah, you can hold... You can hold each Sunder Charm and a Jeeds. Alright. So now I've got the staff right there. I'm going to actually drop to players 1 here. I want to kind of see how players 1 feels a little bit again. Running through these areas. Unless I was on P1, but I think I was on P5. Yeah, I was on P5. Actually, did I change it and it didn't show in the text? Nah, we were on P5. Beautiful. I didn't kill my own team. Nobody knows exactly what happened. There was a lot going on in that clip. It was confusing for everyone. Sheesh. Oh yeah, Foden run around here is fun. Perfect. Another point in Phoenix Strike. And Vitality. And something you'll definitely notice here is having those high res is just so helpful. Halftime and Keyboard Ranger, thank you both. Right, like my health was so much better because I have high fire res, high resistances overall. So if you can get some good focus on your resistances, that can do a lot for you. And until we find something with more IES, We're also not going to worry about like increasing our burst of speed or anything again. Since again, that's not really, and nothing's going to be changed from that or improved. Razor tail, 100%. Okay, not a first way. Will we eventually go for low res one? Yeah, we can go for it now. So again, we're just looking for low resist charges. There you go. Nice and easy. Lower resist charges. Not +1 to lower resist. And 65,000 is about as cheap as it gets. Wow, 102 mana ring. That is lovely, but we aren't giving up anything for that. Do that. Okay. So, again, this is something that we can now have to put on our offhand for later, which can just be useful for bosses and whatever. Yeah, it's usually not too bad to find that. Like I said, it was kind of unlucky that we took a little bit of time that first time to find it. Like, low resist ones aren't too bad. Teleport staves can take a lot longer. I mean, it took us probably 10 minutes to get our teleport staff, right? And I do like mixing Claws of Thunder with Phoenix Strike. I think both of them are really good to kind of mix and match, as that does give you a lot of lightning damage. Sometimes I'll mix in Blades of Ice as well. The more you kind of combo up all your stuff, you know, the more each kick and combos of kicks is going to do. Looks like we got a second way. Perfect. And it is triangle. So we'll head to the triangle. Remember, it goes... triangle's one number. It goes circle, moon, square, sun, double down arrow, triangle, and then circle over moon. That's your order of how they go from left to right. If you enter that all at once, you skip a level. What? It's not the Konami cut out. Right, then A, B, A, B. Man, I mean, she's kicking butt. He is doing a great job here. So this will be a great time for where we're going to use our lower resist one. We can pop that puppy on there. And again, you can say, okay, I only have 37 cold res. That's not great. What do? We come over here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes of cold res for us. And we'll give a few minutes of cold res to our mercenary as we miss his face. And set a safety TP. And it's not bad. No, our boots are starting to die. Can build up the charges, let it all go on him once we get that. Wow, those boots went fast. Emilio did his best. We're proud of you, Emilio. Sad without the boots, but this is actually a good time because it'll give us a chance to... Wow! 3 uniques and 3 TP scrolls. Unique ring. Let's check it out. Andariel hates footwear. Truth. Okay. Give yourselves the clap. Act 3 complete. Did we get SOJ? Dwarf Star. Still not bad. Also a decent weapon right here. This is nice with like its added damage and stuff. So I do like that. Plus you get the open wounds, the crushing blow, the deadly strike, blah, blah, blah. Blood thieves, whatever. But Dwarf Star is not bad because it's 40 to life and 15% fire absorb, which is very helpful. So it's kind of like, do I want to drop it over this? I'll lose some of that fire resist, which is very sad. And a little cold res, but gaining 15% fire absorb is nice. And 40 to life, of course, is really nice. I think for now we'll switch. We'll hold on to that for later. And we can go get ourselves some more boots. Yeah, the MDR is also nice. By 12. It's really big. So, to find some good boots, you can literally just come here and shop around for different things. There's also belts and gloves, of course, here as well. You can shop 20 IAS gloves if you would like. So you can look at, you know, that stuff also. But this is where I like to shop a lot of things because Grease is such a quick shop. And so we've got 20 fast run walk. I'd love to get some 40 fast run walk or some fast run walk with resistances. I think either one of those would be my ideal. L6, yeah. See, and there's 20 IS gloves right there. Can also buy giant life belts. So I may replace my belt with a really big one if I find one while I'm doing this. A lot of MF on these. $10 fast run walk with 22 cold res. Not bad. But I do want a little better. Maybe I should have bought him as a just in case. We're not putting on shopping music, Evo. We're just going to be playing. 71 to life ain't bad. Lots of big magic find as well. There you go. So you can find boots like this generally within, you know, 10 minutes or something like that. And that just gets you something really nice. Gets a nice extra boost. You can get even higher, right? You can get the 40s, 37% fire res and all that. So I like shopping like that. As again, just a nice little, the faster run walk's really big, the fire res is very helpful. All combined, really, really good stuff. Actually, let's get our mercenary. Well, I'm gonna lose a bet. I said if chat got to 2,000 subs, I would shave like this for chat. And they got to 1993, which is close. Space Cadet, thank you.
Jade statue. What should I do with it?
Do I still play Dota? I haven't played Dota in a while. I mean, I'm a fan. I definitely enjoy it, but it's been a minute, that's for sure. Llama Meepo, yep. How often do I play off stream? I'm not playing video games off stream too much. I play chess off stream. Played like absolute trash today. Guess you should be thankful for what? How you doing, Moo? Good to see ya. For having such a kind, caring partner who doesn't just game all day. The Hans-free approach. Yeah, see? Could be way worse. Interesting shirt. What made you choose it? It's National Hawaii Day, actually. Today is when Hawaii became an independent state. Part of the U.S. I mean, the patterns, though. They think it's July 15th, but it's actually today, or the 5th. Would I shave my head for a certain number of gifted subs? Yes, but you have to talk to Moo Girl about that, because she does not like shaved head. But, I mean, everybody's got a price. Continental splaining. No! Hey. Quiet, you moo. Aw, poor mercenary. I did not get a D4 beta invite yet. Moo Girl said do it for free. Doubt. Another point in Phoenix Strike, more vitality. Same old, same old. Y'all know the drill by now with that. Subs are broken. Are they? You may have to refresh to share. But I also know Twitch is struggling. How much to shave Darcy? Is it live on stream shaving? Again, Moo Girl controls. I say 2,300. We'll bring a shaved Darcy on stream to hang out. 2,600 subs. We can shave my head. If Moo Girl's into it. And it's 25% off subs right now, man. Gifted subs too. It's a pretty good deal. How about 2,000? How many for the eyebrows? Oh boy. How long do eyebrows take to regrow? Important question. A long time? Never? I mean, they have to regrow at some point, right? What's an actual time that it takes for them to grow back? Oh, oops. We can swap back to our teleport staff. 2 to 3 months. Oh, geez. Four to 5 months. This just seems terrible. All right, that number's probably too high. Estonio, thank you. That number probably is just too high. Oh, geez. 3 to 4 is the full growth cycle. Yeah, I'm sure they grow back in like stages. Because when you guys waxed my legs, they grew back in different stages. It was really weird. Yeah, we're probably not shaving our eyebrows unless we hit like 7,500 subs again or something. Sounds like they're gone come ladder. I doubt it. I was gonna shave Darcy the first time Moo Girl asked me to dog sit. I see nothing wrong with that. How big of a donation for eyebrows, hair, and beard? I mean, again, it's too high. That'd be like 5,000 subs. which honestly seems a little low, but... $15K, shave it all, yeah. Voodoo Ranger with 5 gifted subs! Not quite Estonio. Though maybe. Mwah! Thank you, Voodoo! What do you mean, how are they gifting? Is that broken for you? Like I say, Twitch is having a lot of weird issues right now. Who's gonna be the 2,000th sub? Never mind. Stone is gonna drop 10 gifted subs. Patty Star with a sub as well with the Prime. Mwah. 13 to life, 2 to mana. We like that.
Let's get this dude to shave his head and leave the mustache.
Oh god. Thank you so much. Okay, sorry. So we've got the eye, we go back to the flare jungle, and now again I'm just going to set a TP down here and move forward. So we can come back and go into the dungeon. We are 4,984 subs away from shaving it all and getting a spray tan. As dark as you want, while it's still not racist. SDB, thank you. I'm just saying, there is a line that we have to watch. You need to put limits on challenges sometimes, you know? Over 2K, did Mugro get a pie? No. Delayed pie? You can't just throw random pies around, Moo Girl. No, you say, give me the darkest you can give me without making it racist. That's what you tell the person at the spray tan parlor. I'm sure they've had to do that all the time. I would not pie myself for you, no. Another level up. Another point in Phoenix Strike. Going great. And more vitality. Tasel, thank you. Appreciated. Mwah! Perfect. So on players 5. No, we dropped down to players 1. We're level 48 out here. We're crushing. We're doing good. So this is definitely where, like I was talking about before, if you want to come out and do some more farming, this is a zone where you can kind of farm around in a little more. As you can do LK running, you can do just killing random stuff. So I'll show that after we go back and do the Flare Dungeon and everything. Any good shield options if you have Ravenfrost? I mean, if I had Ravenfrost, I would either A, run Dual Claw and just run 2 patterns with Claw Block, which is a great skill. Or I would run something like a Rhyme Shield or something just to get even more res. Yeah, Claw Block blocks everything in the game, which is why it's really nice. Okay, let's find a waypoint. Will there be farming in Llama RPG, like actual farming? I don't think we're looking at actual farming being in there. However, there will be potential like tree chopping, mining, some stuff like that. There's our waypoint. Okay. And actually, not terrible. 29 cold res, 29 poison res, 1 mana per kill. However, I don't think it beats out either of what we currently have. Llama Valley. I'm sure Moogirl would like that. That's a separate game, okay? We'll do Llama Valley later. Make a new game for you. And let's trash. I'm just gonna get rid of the partisan since we have something better. Nah, drop rate of Sunder Charms is still a bit unknown. Why not a llama battle card game? I mean, again, potentially future games. Llama RPG, I feel like, is a bit much to chew on for the first, to bite off for first game. But I'm also, you know, a believer in said game. I actually want to go check out the rare plated belt, as that could be really nice. And it's okay. Doesn't really beat my belt that much. But maybe, let's see. I gain 7 light res, I lose some poison. Nah. No, I don't have any of those pieces set yet. That is something to be done. Try and help Emilio out here. It's a little spicy right there. So you can use a little bit of our crowd control to help. I would love to release it on console, mobile, and PC, with the main focus being PC. But kind of, you know, it's a turn-based game, so we could create a version. And again, just the beauty of the character. All the immunes we're running into. And it just doesn't matter. 1 to Phoenix Strike, 1 to Cloak of Shadows. You might be tempted to try and use something like this, but it's just not going to be worth it. Right. If only martial arts was good. I don't know what you're talking about. Martial arts is great. We're crushing it right now. So, lower Kuros running. You can change to players 7 or players 8. Right, so you can see I've set it there. It says player 7. And then you go to wherever the fire is. You can have up to 2 fires. And these chests will be super chest. There's a rack right there for weapon and armor. Another super chest. Another super chest. You'll drop all sorts of stuff. Rares and magics. You'll get runes in here. You'll get gems in here. If you need gold, this is a place to come and just get tons of gold. I mean, you can see right there, I'm just picking up easy money by doing that, right? And I could go back and forth doing that. But then additionally, you can run around and pop all of the poppables. You can just see there's corpses and logs and all sorts of stuff that's around here. And this is where you can actually get all sorts of bases and stuff that you want, right? So I was talking before about like getting exceptional bases. And I'm running around on player 7 right now, not really engaging the monsters, just looking for anything to pop. Flawless topaz there, right? Kind of whatever you really want. But here's where, like I say, you can go and find those bases. And if I bring up something like this, Diablo 2 pole arms. We can look for, like I say, my favorite is really partisans, because you can get 5 open sockets, which you can make like obedience in. But you can also find like a bill, for instance, right here, which has a max of 4 open sockets, and then you could make an insight. So in the event that you find a white bill, you take that, get it socketed from LK, and it will be 4 open sockets, and then you can make your insight in said bill. And that's just a nice, easy way to do it. So again, this is just kind of, I just run around and pick up all that stuff. Nice and easy. And just do that. So I'll drop back to players 1 as I feel comfortable with my mercenary and everything and where we're at. But that is just something you can do. And then when you're done, you just reset and go again, right? You just kind of rinse and repeat with it. Guess we'll drop that. Nice and easy. A little bit of cold and poison. We'll call it good. I mean, again, the guy who was saying, why can't she be good? Are you watching this stream? She's flying. She's smashing. We're leveling nice and easy. Immunities, I say, I don't care. We kill it all. Now, we want to find the temple in the Kuros Bazaar facing to the bottom left. In this temple is where you're going to find Serena and where you're going to get Lamessen's Tome. There you can see Battle Maid Serena. Well, everything's harder in hell. But not bad at all. And we get Lamb Essence Tome, which we can go and get more life with later on. Drop a TP here and begin our journey through the sewers. Can't recommend Nadir enough. I'd rather just use a Tear Rune and a Helm and then whatever else in said Helm. Like I used a Tear Rune and a Topaz, you know. The thing is, you already get Cloak of Shadows as an assassin, so it's not quite as important there. But Nadir is a nice thing for, you know, different characters around here and there. Hello, dolls. Yes, higher player count gives you more experience and more items. And this is an example of like building up charges on a single monster to go unleash them all over on like a whole boss group, you know. Phoenix Strike. These are also some super chests down here, so if you want to do the same thing, you can go and players 8 if you want and open up chests down there and get some okay stuff, but we are just going to go here and Vitality. And I mean, we're doing great. Damage is looking really nice. Dropping a few materials in this guide? No, but anything that drops isn't single player, so I would count that in my grail if we did get a new dong. Okay, and let's take on Travancore. And again, something that I really have enjoyed with this guided playthrough is we're not moving at the speed of, you know, so fast that we can't get any level and anything like that. I mean, we're level 49 at Travancore, which is smashing. And now with our cold damage plus our mercenaries aura, I mean, we're able to even keep our mercenary alive over here at the Trav, which that doesn't happen very often, you know. Unfortunately, he is a bad combo of stuff. Okay. No, mercenary. He almost made it the whole way. I can sell that. We can sell that. What do we have in here? Oh yeah, we gotta turn that in. Okay, let's go turn our pieces in. Yeah, I'm gonna level to 99 instead of going to TwitchCon. It's okay, we'll go resurrect him. We're doing fine. So get the golden bird. 7 poison res. It's okay, but okay. And then more life, more of this. Cube this. And perfect. Let's go, Emilio. And Emilio's doing great too. He's been hanging with us most of the time. Emilio, I really need you to come like help out. So lazy. Okay. Perfect. He's like, I'll be downstairs. Let me know when you're done. He's on his union mandated break. He better not be talking no unions up in here. But yeah, with this character, something that is very nice is it doesn't feel bad to stop and like kill some mobs here and there, you know? That can be some of the issue with some of these characters is it's like it just feels bad to stop and try and kill things because it just takes so long or whatever it is. But she really cleans up through a lot of mobs pretty well. So to me it makes it pretty fun. No, Amelia's doing great. And I mean, it's also a really nice thing about this character specifically is that she has so much of the, you know, the stun and the freeze and the kick and just everything. Plus you have Mind Blast and Cloak of Shadows when needed and all that. That, like, it just does so much, really. What do you mean by at full charge? So she can keep a mercenary alive. She can keep herself alive. You can lock a lot of stuff up and then you're not always worried running around. Oh, she's got her Phoenix Strike maxed out. But her synergies, I mean, there's tons of synergies still to be boosted. Okay. And we can come over here and teleport across and put our now Emilio may die here. We also could die. But not bad. Football, thank you. What were you trying to rewind for? Easy. And just like that, give yourselves the clap. You have crushed it. You're gonna give yourself it, all right? I don't care what she say. Put our teleport staff back on. Ring tried, but nothing really there. And like this. Again, we can check if that's better for our mercenary. 16 light res, 7 fire res, 10 light res, 16 fire. I mean, it's slightly better. We'll go ahead and give him that. A little DR extra. Pretty close, though. Thank you. And we'll repair. I think to gamble Stone of Jordan, you want to be ideally like 40, 41, 40, 45 maybe? Something around there. Is 42? But again, it's going to be pretty tough odds. I mean, 1 in 2,000 just to get a unique ring. And then you're rolling through, you know, Manold, Nagel, and SOJ potential. Beautiful. This character does feel fun, man. I'll tell you what. It's just fun to be hitting all of the different procs, you know? Just something about it. Something about it that just makes it a really good time. You enjoyed it up until hell? Sounds like how a lot of builds end up. Sadly. We'll see how it goes, you know. Let's check out the Partisan. Actually pretty nice. 61 to 137. However, attack speed here is really helping. Plus 10 lifesteal. So I would give that to my mercenary if I didn't have, you know, a better weapon. But again, also getting insight would be very nice on a mercenary. So if we do come across some sort of 4 open socket polearm later on, that'll be super, super juicy. Isn't there a hurricane in Florida right now? Yes. Oh yeah, we still have to do Radamant, don't we? We forgot to do that when we went back. And this is a place where I feel like, okay, I need a little help. We can go ahead and do that for a little bit. Just kind of lock some stuff up with the crowd control. And I'm going to go with Claws of Thunder, since I'm really enjoying using that as a secondary skill for more charges. And stats, vitality, and now we can look for Mr. Izual. Yes, will be uploaded on El YouTube, as they say in Spanish. Played with Claws of Thunder. Yeah, I mean, Claws of Thunder is very solid for sure. Good old Ishval. And if you want to use lower res or something on him, you can. I'd say it's like 6 to 7. Still on the positive end. Perfect. And that's another 2 skill points, which again, more damage is more damage, you know.
Fresh meat.
Breadcrumbs with the T3. Wow. Thank you so much, Bread. Big kisses to you. Here There's our exit. Lock him up. Perfect. And let's go ahead and go back really fast. We'll grab our skill points. I mean, I almost kind of want to buff Dragon Tail, but that kind of plays off the explosive of the physical, which isn't a lot. So let's just keep buffing up Claws. I like that. And let's go do really quickly Radamant since we forgot it before. Because again, I just do want to get these. Yes, traps are still going to be faster. I feel like through normal it was actually pretty similar. It wasn't until, you know, Nightmare I feel like traps definitely start to gain some extra speed. But I mean, again, I feel like this is still plenty fun, plenty fast. I don't feel, you know, really stuck and slowed. And it's not like we're playing like Whirlwind Barbarian and it's like, oh my god, please just do some damage somewhere. Like, I feel like I can go kill anything with this build, no matter where I run to. So. Okay. Nice and easy. Another skill point. And we'll go Blades of Ice. Let's heal Emilio before he dies. And go to the River of Flame. Or as they say in Spanish, El Rivero de Fuego. Close enough. Is that what Rio de Janeiro means then? That makes more sense. Brazil got rivers all over the place. You'd like to hear me speak a single French word? Au revoir. 10 FCR, 32 AR, 15 light res. It could potentially take over like Dwarf later on or something as well. I'm just saying. Beautiful. All right. River of Flame. Now, finding something like a Ravenfrost on this build would be absolutely insane, because not only is it going to give you cannot be frozen, it also has good like attack rating and dexterity and stuff with it as well. So it's really going to help chance to hit, which is something that, you know, we're constantly trying to battle here. And our chance to hit's been pretty decent, which is why I'm really trying to stay over leveled. While playing through, because if I were to run through under leveled, it would be an absolute nightmare trying to hit anything. So by staying over leveled, it's definitely helping out. Plus, of course, the points in the martial arts stuff does help. But we have Rhyme Rune Word. But again, Ravenfrost would save us, get us out from that. We could use an even better shield. No! The Conviction Aura was too much for him. It's nasty. Hardcore, softcore? I think both are fine. A lot of times I don't like playing hardcore online because servers are not always the best, and that's annoying. But I don't know. I think you can play however you want to play. Doesn't really matter. When you play hardcore, a lot of times you just play extra safe. When you play softcore, you play like really risky. So I think each one has its own kind of fun and its own sort of play style, you know? It's not like you play the exact same, you know? But we do plenty of hardcore playthroughs and stuff, so. I have nothing to prove to anybody. I've beaten this game hardcore, softcore, thousands and thousands of times. This guy's annoying. Okay. I beat this game with a punch barbarian. I mean, I feel, yeah. And on a bow barbarian. It's really felt almost worse. Build up all our charges. Beautiful. My favorite is people who come in and, you know they've only played Blitz Source and Hammerden in their entire life, and they're like, noob, playing on softcore. Okay. Like, that's not true. I also have a smiter that my friend rushed through the game for me. How fun, Baguette. My dog pukes on the floor about once a day. It's great. Poodle tummy. Nothing, just pukes if she drinks too much water, pukes if she eats too fast, pukes if she's upset. You know, dog things. Okay, I'm just gonna keep going Claws of Thunder right now. Ouch. And there we go. Once you get that first, like, freeze off of the Chaos Bolt, it's just so nice. It's just so much damage. She's gotta stay slim. Yeah, poodles, man. Always worried about their weight. No, mercenary. I mean, for Chaos Sanctuary, he's doing very well. Aw, she's a good poodle, though. Like I say, she just pukes a lot. But she's the sweetest thing. I should have left him dead. We got Diablo coming up. Just gonna murder everybody. Alright. Swap that over. I don't really dog discriminate. Except the little yappy dogs. So a nice thing with Diablo is if you get close to him in Nightmare, his lightning breath actually goes over your head. Rip. So it's actually quite helpful. Because then every time he lightning breaths you, you don't take any damage. And with high enough fire res, you can honestly just stay in the same spot and just kind of stay underneath them. Cast your low resist. Nice and simple. Easy. Easy money. And again, just like that, congratulations. Give yourselves a clap. Act. Yeah, I also have the fire absorb, which is helpful. Act 4 is done. Wow, 431% ED on these puppies. Nothing else really good on him, but throw barb speedrun. Definitely use. Yeah, up him a couple times, exactly. Well, it's because they were just a throwing axe. You'd have to up them once or twice to really start to see some damage on them. I don't think so. I believe Eaglehorn is an elite, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, the bouncing throw barb was fun. Did you guys get into the D4 beta? Who got the email? You did? Nice. I want to know when we can stream D4 beta. That's what I'm here for. I want to test it out with everybody. Splint mail. Could be something we give to our mercenary. Though probably not needed, to be honest. Because you get the freeze as target, but he already kind of freezes the target, you know? Alright, we'll throw out some of these things and continue. Now, once again, we're at that spot where you can make the magic happen, honestly, for a long time if you want. So we could come back, drop back out here, go back in. We could try players, let's try players 5, see how that looks for us. And just with a little bit of magic, easily crush and level. And again, we can spend, you know, just a couple minutes doing it. You don't have to do it. You can spend more time doing it. Really, it's kind of whatever you want, but once you get that first Chaos Bolt drop and you get everything frozen, it's really easy pickings, easy experience. Super nice. And that's just an easy way to level up over and over again right there. And you can go up to, honestly, like level 70 just doing Eldritch for, you know, do it for an hour or something, right? Whatever you want. Can be a great place to get all that experience that you're wanting for later. We'll go another Claws of Thunder. Even now, I'm running around on players 5. And again, we're just getting a lot of experience still again, right? Like, so you don't even have to just keep it to Eldritch if you don't want. But yeah, if you help get yourself ahead of mob level, again, just that chance to hit, everything in your life will be easier. If you want to save the barbs, you can save barbs again. If you don't want to save them, it's okay. Door, so strong. And vitality. Let us out. Those doors with the poison necro, so sad, I know. We've beaten door.
Join my army of the dead.
Hello at Llama. So do you remember
Hello.
the first character you created for your first ever D2 game?
Summon Necro and Whirlwind. Or Frenzy Barb, probably. Offline and online. Trying to remember which one it was back then. More points into vitality. Have I ever tried Path of Exile? Yeah, I've done a lot of Path of Exile. It's a fun game.
Join my army of the dead.
Quick question, I have a 15% Ed5 OS at an axe. Is it good to make beast in?
Yeah, a lot of people like to make Beast in it next for like a summoner to carry or something. Maybe they make it in a not net nax though. I feel like I've seen et nax ones, but Greater Talons, 3 open socket with 2 to Dragon Tail. Alright, well you might sell me there on increasing my stats a little bit. As the +2 Dragon Tail, plus we then hit the Greater Talon, which, if we check, Greater Talons are -30 instead of -20, so then we could potentially get down to the 8 breakpoint with that. So, you know, does make us think there. Ow. Get him. Ooh. Spicy on here, but again, we are on players 5 and still holding up pretty well, able to clear things at a decent speed. I'll probably drop down to P1 soon, I imagine, but while we're still able to kill stuff, it's like, hey, I'll keep taking the experience for level 53. It's fantastic. Hard to complain. And see what we can find down here. Waypoint looks like it's probably off to the other side. That freezing capability is really helpful for this character. Darn. The lightning enchant, I think, was just too much. Okay, good enough. Claws of Thunder, more vitality. We'll keep rolling downwards. And sideways. Just need to find a waypoint here. Now we can go back for Frozen River, so make sure to get the Crystalline Passage if you haven't already. That can be a nice helpful thing to do right there. Also gonna just go players 1 now. What red dot? Where's there a red dot? I guess also, again, I am going to probably aim here at 79, because, again, a pattern in that gives me +2 more Dragon Tail, and we also, of course, get the basic bonus. I'm also going to get the Cestus, and I'm going to go Am tier. If I can find my Am rune. Wait, where did it go? There it is. Am tier, and we're gonna make strength, and you can see, of course, strength does have 25% chance crushing blow on it, which will just be useful for the ancients there a little bit later. So let's get our mercenary. And we will go look for Seems to end here. Like, I knew I had Amarin. I was trying to think if I spent it on something, but I had no clue what it would have been spent on. Okay, we get the waypoint. And there we go. And the Frozen River. Once again, if you know the maps, you know the maps. If you don't, learning the maps can actually be quite helpful. But essentially you just want to run over to... I can't click the jar. Oh my god. That was terrible. Now, you can get souls down here. If that's ending up being too scary for you, then you may want to restart it. And that's where having the crystalline waypoint can be helpful. Just for fighting down in this area. Any tips for solo hardcore to 99? Don't do it. I know there's an achievement for it. Just give up. Don't do it. No. I mean, Paladin's probably going to be your best bet. Can also do, you know, Barbarian if you just want to be, like, super safe. Okay, so we get 14 cold res, 17 poison res. So we lose a little bit of life with this. But we do gain the cold resist, which I do like. I'm going to lose the little bit of life to gain that. Also train, save, and quit. That's true. With Terror Zones, if it's an online thing, then that does make it easier. But he said solo, so I'm guessing it's offline. Thank you, OPH Judah. Appreciate that. And let's get this as well and get ready to head over to some Ubers. Remember to get on players 1 before you do Ubers. Perfect. And if you want to get the waypoint as well, you can go and get the waypoint. That'll be just off to the right when you come in there. Or follow the right wall, maybe is a better way to say. And we'll also kind of lock him up a little bit right here so he's not hitting us near as much for this boss group. Oh god. It's a nasty group. Hell lords can be pretty gross. Okay. Area at Summit, and we'll go back and get potions. Now, if you also feel like maybe you want some more potions, the first thing you can obviously do is just fill your inventory with them, right? The second thing you can do is you can put potions in your cube as well. So that can be just a nice way to get some extra cube room, extra potion storage there. And then lastly, you can head out here and you can literally just drop potions on the ground if you want. So then you just have extra potions to feel slightly extra safe. Then you can come back in here, rinse, repeat, make sure you don't run out of TPs and scrolls. And then you can just do that and go and fight. I'm going to go ahead and put on the Cestus as it does have the crushing blow here. And I'm just going to run away and try and do some separation. So we can do this, and we'll see who is going to come down here. We can try and not fight all of them at once. And unfortunately, all of them did come down. Not a big fan of the curse. Okay, so here comes Corlick. And Corlick and Maddock, yeah. Yeah, the cursed is very unfun. They're both cursed.
Help me!
Which really
Finally made it
sucks.
to September. I have always watched your content on YouTube, but was so sad I could never hear the audio. Until I found out about September. Your voice is much different than I imagined now
It's
that
the
I can
same
finally
thing.
hear you. I.O. doll, I.O. doll.
Cloak of Shadows bricks the Ancients. I'm not sure if it's fixed here or if it got fixed in the next patch. So I'm not going to do it. Yeah, Emilio's actually going to be fine there, but the curse was going to be too much for him. So I knew I wouldn't be able to beat him there. So what I've done here is I'm fighting each one individually. I'm fighting Corlick first, and by that, Maddock can be off the screen or just over here because, again, Maddock is not going to be attacking me when he's right there. Oops, I accidentally did it. I guess it doesn't. So he'll throw into the wall there. I'm just gonna kind of load up our different hits. Perfect. Nice and simple. So that's where I kind of like to farm each of them. When I want to go fight Talik, I don't want him spinning on me, especially when I'm cursed. That just seems awful. So what you can do with Talik is actually just bring him straight on to this edge. And now he won't spin on you, because if he spins, he'll fall off the screen. So he says, okay, I won't do that. He doesn't literally fall. He would. He can't fall, so. Yeah, all Taliks hate this one trick, exactly. And I mean, again, if you want, you can even, you know, do this. Lower res. Right. See a little extra damage going on him. Nice and easy, though. So, not too bad. And again, our mercenary would be perfectly solid in here if there wasn't the cursing. Oh, I've walked myself onto Corlick. So sometimes you can glitch yourself onto these statues, and you actually get stuck. It's a weird bug in the game. But we level up. And we'll go vitality there. And perfect. Yeah, it's kind of strange. You have to go to town or leave the game to fix it. And I actually do want my mercenary. Yeah, I've had that happen so many times. You can do it as well walking over like chests or like tombs on the ground, whatever. I'll save you. Thank you, Dorns! And thank you again, Judas. Even though, remember, everybody can hear me. You don't have to subscribe to here. Ouch. Just terror zones. Sunder Charms won't drop till next ladder. I'm just using Holy Freeze because, again, any other one really isn't going to do a lot. I wouldn't mind, like, Blessed Aim. But honestly, having the double safety of my Chaos Bolt plus his Holy Freeze is really just super helpful. It's helping him stay alive. It's helping me stay alive. It's just been super nice. Again, we have another Greater Claws. Might as well pick it up and see what we get. Just ethereal. So we'll keep rolling. And I still have to remember that I can actually boost that up a little bit so we can use the new claw. And then at that point, I also want to take a look and see. I think I need 10 more IAS, though, for it to really matter to get down to the 8 frames, if I'm not mistaken. We can go take a look later. Before we actually make it or put those stats, I guess. Spicy. Okay, we got the waypoint down here, which again, highly recommended to grab that waypoint. And picking up white claws and stuff around now can also really start to be good, as you'll start to be able to potentially find some nice claws that do have really good bonuses on them. Phoenix Strike. Oh my god. Anya will give you a claw as well, so we can go back and check with her, see what she wants to give us. Nice, got her. Darn. This is what I'm currently investing in. So right now I'm doing Claws of Thunder and Phoenix Strike, though I did just max Claws of Thunder as well. So now the question is, do I want to put a couple more into Burst of Speed and try and get to the 8 frame, especially if I go to that new Greater Talon? Or do I want to start boosting up like Blades of Ice or maybe even Dragon Tail, whatever it is? So decisions. And we'll leave both that stat and skill for a second while we figure that out. We can actually just pause. Okay, so let's take a look once again at our handy dandy calculator. We're using Dragon Tail, and what if we use Greater Talons now? 26 gets us to the 8. 22 at 5. So 6 burst of speed will get us down, which is just 2 more points. I would say that's probably worth it. Though I actually do want to look at the charge up of Phoenix Strike. And we're already there, actually, on Phoenix Strike. So it only increases our Dragon Talon kick, actually. Interesting. Okay. So maybe not as useful. Because that's really just going to be for our kick, which is how we spend a lot less of our time. I mean, we do kind of kick through at the end on it. It would increase it a little bit. But I'm going to say, let's go Blades of Ice and get that damage higher. Stutter stepping a lot. I mean, she's trying to get in range of everything, so that's probably all that's going on there. Don't forget a safety TP. Take care. Have a good one, Android. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, I have absolutely no clue how he just died.
Help me! I am a big fan of your content. It has gotten me back into one of my favorite games. I am looking and playing the game differently than I had in the past because of you. Less than 3. Keep up all the good work.
Appreciate that. What more can you ask for, you know? And we still have lower res over here, so we can even, you know, set lower res up for these guys and just go to Murder Town on them. Feliz cumpleaños, gracias, mi amigo. Poor Emilio. Lower res. He's got that magic resistant as well. So he's just gonna be a pain. Flavi Navidad. Flavi Navidad. Those are the lyrics to the next rap. I'm here for it.
Help me! I have been running LK for almost 20 hours with a high rune. Any tips on how to stay focused and motivated when the grinding starts to take a toll?
20 hours with no high rune? That's awful. Super unlucky. Just know that your high runes are coming. You're gonna have a high rune here soon. Probably like 2 or 3. Are you sure you're doing it on players 8? No boy. Fanaticism. I mean, even here though, look at this. Look at how easy she's crushing because she freezes it all. It's so nice. And that's a hard lister too. That's a hard lister right there. We'll swap out really fast. I don't think so right now. We'll get a mercenary. And Baal time. Beautiful. And you can already see with just a little crush and blow there. Look how much damage we're able to deal. Beautiful. Even just the damage without the crushing blow is huge as well. Easy. Woo! What more do you want? What more could you want, you know? Chance for amp damage on striking's kind of fun.
Help me! What is the ideal players count for LK runs? I do mine on players 8.
P7 or 8, yeah, same thing. And just like that, level 56. Let's go players 8.
Love you, llama.
Thanks, Chris. Do a quick little level up, because remember, you can just farm out here for levels very easily. Look at all the experience I'm getting. I mean, so much experience gained. Level 57. We could go 58, 59, 60, blah, 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 61, 62. We can just keep riding that up if we want. I'm going to continue with Vitality and Blades of Ice. We'll get a claw from Anya. It'll be trash, as is tradition. You can mix in some Pindle, though he's a little bit more deadly until you get him actually frozen. So I prefer Eldritch if I'm picking. But again, another spot. And again, this is on players 8. So it's going to be a little bit more, but you're just racking up experience, right? You're just racking up the experience right here. +2 to Druid skills. And we can come out here. And like I say, once you get a single Chaos Bolt
He's in
off, it's
Shaco
over.
in 1 CS run. Well, thanks for the MF boost, Llama.
Of course, Thanatos. Do what I can. Thank you for the sub. I'm just gonna do a quick level to 58 here, just as a show of how fast it goes, you know. Because again, for somebody who really wants to take their time and have fun getting this build into like hell and continue with it, if you want to take an hour or 2 hours just kind of farming Eldritch right here on players 8, you can easily get yourself up into high 60s, get yourself to like 70, whatever it is. And I promise it'll actually be super nice, because then when you get to hell, yes, it's still going to be difficult in hell, but your chance to hit will be a lot higher because you're going to be a much better level, and that's going to do so much for you. So Slash player doesn't work for online. To do that online, you just have somebody else join the game online. Stumbled into a second boss group while we're killing this one. And after this, hey, Scalders! Wow. After this, we'll, that's sick. Take a look at our gear. That also makes me want to go back and farm for Death Sash even more. With those odds, maybe. Though it's 97 strength, but... Ooh! I think I'll give that to my mercenary. Let him run around with a ton of magic find. Check out this belt as well. A little hit recovery and light res. Not much else there, though, that I really want. That doesn't really have a lot for us. Okay. Vitality. More Blades of Ice. Let's take a look at the end of our Nightmare character right here. We have Pattern, which we've had there for a bit. We'll probably continue to use for a bit and the rest of the game. 15 all res is really its main piece that I like about it, and then 10% bonus to AR. Both of those are nice. It's just hard to come across like decent mid-game, early game claws. We have lore, +1 skills. We have 38 fire res, 18 attack rating amulet. We could definitely get a better amulet. Maybe we try and roll one right now. Rhyme shield for 25 all res, cannot be frozen. Some boots we shopped, a dwarf star, just an okay belt. We could try and imbue a better one for sure. 99 attack rating right here with 11 cold res. Isn't bad. The AR is helpful. And then 20 IAS, 40 life, obviously, from those. And then our stuff here. We got a fine grand charm of life, which is cool. So just kind of life, attack rating, resistance, kind of what we're running on this. And then over on this side, we have a lot of stuff we're holding on to. For instance, this right here, maybe make a new pattern in that for the extra 2 to Dragon Tail, plus the earlier frame, but it's only for the Dragon Tail kick again, so I don't know. Maybe not worth the stats. If we can get deaths, we'll do that, but otherwise we can try and make a new amulet with crafting. And then our mercenary has meat scraper, now scolders, and then we made him this little resistance helm to help with his resistances. So let's go ahead and repair. Let's go get ourselves an amulet. $29 life, 29 cold res. Well, I actually kind of like that. Alright, whatever. And then we have a teleport staff, a low res wand, and a strength for crushing blow. But let's roll it. Garbage. Unfortunate. We also have a ruby to... Oh, we do have a perfect ruby. Let me see. Is it an Ort rune that I need? Jewel soul rune. Darn. It's a soul rune. Don't have a spare soul, and if I did, I'd probably be saving that. So, that's okay. You know, you craft and it doesn't always go anywhere. But that is our character. She's level 58. I mean, like I said, we've been smashing through. Here's our skill tree right here. There's the remainder. Been pretty good. So, I hope you are enjoying and having fun. Thank you all for watching, everybody. Don't forget to like and subscribe, YouTube. I'll see you guys in hell. Peace.